Everyone, this is Why Must I Sign In, aka Crazy once again. Here we're starting up another Heroes of the Storm, so I believe, I didn't check the lobby right before I started, I was all tapped at the time, but I believe that this has Sir Salami and Cake Soup, and so Sir Salami, for a long time was the, or not for a long time, or not for a particularly long time, but for the past few months has been the #2 ranked player at times in this map. So once again, I'm going to be voting random because I'm crazy. But we also have Cake Soup, who I think is actually rated higher than he is. Again, I did just play with Cake Soup and some other guys, and Cake ended up winning that match, but I came in second place, and because I beat out Black and some other guys, I did gain at least a few points there. This is not my main account because I just got a new computer, so I've been sorting that out. Getting text messages as I try to deal with this Google nonsense, trying to get YouTube working so that I can actually upload videos. And we must have a full lobby because otherwise this should have started already. Well, let's see what we get here. This is always the moment of mystery. You know, what are we going to get? Someone suggested to see trying to get some looks kind of interesting, but we get a tiny seed. So this can be fun, but it's really easy to screw it up real fast. What is this game? It's a 0.7. We got a 0.7 and 0.4 in mineral pouches. We got a 60-60 right here. This is where. Ooh, come on, yeah, we can get that. But it has to be right here. This is where the main has to go. I mean, I could be dumping upgrades on it already because that's where it has to be. It's kind of a pre-maze. Not the worst pre-maze. No. Not going to be able to get that for a while. This is a mess. I almost want to shoot this out like this, have the start come up. Yeah, I kind of want to separate the start so that I can have all these TPs going into the 2, but okay, so I have TP3 going in, but what a mess. This is a messy seed already. I like it. But let's see what it looks like. Yes, this can work. What is it gonna be? We got 9 lings around. We got healing, fast turn ling, revenge ling, and slow turn every ling. Whoa, what the hell is going on with the lag? Why are we... Someone's computer can't handle this. Yeah, so as I said, Cake Soup, Sir Salami, those are really the players I'm looking at here. Or not looking at, but trying to be. They are the competition. You know, I'm looking, you know, really it's looking at single target here, but it has to be fast. This could be a discharge map. Yep, this is looking like a ooh. Melee is tempting, but I'm thinking this is gonna. Oh wait. Ooh. Got the discharge here too. Discharge can be scary. Oh, TP2. I don't even want it going. I'm gonna have to do some janky ass stuff here. It's all gonna have to be 1x1s. This whole map is gonna be 1x1s. It's gonna be a disaster. How am I gonna do this? Wow, let's just... I'm just gonna block the TP2 for right now. Get this going over here so we can pick up this 0.4 pretty soon here. Oh, we're already max supply. Wow, this seed. No mercy on this seed, man. Wait, so if I'm going this way, I can actually block this. I can have it go this way. Because I blocked the 2, and I set up the TP3 with this blocking this, like, okay. Let this go here. Okay, there we go. This is looking a lot better now, actually. I don't know how or when I'm going to fix the TP2, but everything else is not terrible. Put that there. No, because I can't seal that right now without the 1x1, and I'm not spinning the 1x1s quite yet because I need supply depots to do that. Okay. Is this close enough to activate here? I think so. So I really feel like I gotta make the trigger work here. Go for it. Maybe I'm gonna lose as a result, but that's the fun of this map. You gotta try to make it work. If it's the best tower for the seed, you have to try to make it work. Otherwise, you're guaranteed to lose. There we go. I mean, that's the consequence right there. And so it's working. So here we got a 41 seed. It's still I go 1 speed to 2 damage until I hit 42. Then I dump everything into speed. I'm not even 43 to pick up the point 4. It'll be worth it real soon, but wow, man, it's just the seed with the 13 supply cap is in 38 1x1s with the crazy TPs. It's a bit of a trip right now. I'm trying to wrap my head around it. You can make it all kind of work with enough supply depots, but right now I want to stay ahead of damage. So until the maze length gets to such a point, oh, Salami is already ahead of me here. He must have gone discharge. That's my thought. He's gone discharge. Now the thing is, with the start coming out here, I don't think can I ever pick up TP2? Unless if I somehow got it so that I could, it's just gonna be not really worth it. It's not gonna be it would be kind of worth it. Not the highest priority though. I'm gonna pick up the point 4. Fix the finish, so that you get that extra half walker in there. Ooh, that's tricky though. You're either if I fix the finish, I'm sacrificing TP1. Yeah, this whole thing is a mess. That's what I call it. Salami is raking in the damage. Well, we're at 22 damage, and everything else is in the speed until you max out. Then you max out the damage. That's kind of the way I do it. Oh man. So now it almost feels like TP2 is going to be the way to go. Because Finish and TP1 are such a mess. Unless I can somehow connect... No, you can't make checkpoint 2 go to TP1. It's not going to happen. Oh yeah, maybe get a 1x1. Place something somewhere so I can get a proper 1x1. Do I actually need this? Can I just cut this all together? I'm losing like a little bit of length, but for right now.
Not enough.
Probably rebuild that actually pretty soon here. But I'm losing a pass from the 0.7 when it goes into finish if I don't get that 1x1 there. So it's between me, Cake, and Salami, which is what, I knew it was going to be. I feel like as I can expand my maze, I'm going to be in a pretty favorable position. But we have to get there. We have to make it to the point where I can afford to expand the maze. Right now I'm doing 39% of the... It's gotta be the discharge. I don't think that helps as much as I would like it to.
Not enough minerals.
I really just wanted to make sure that they're going into that TP1, but
Not enough minerals.
we'll just test it this.
Not enough minerals.
Not enough minerals. It's just spam yes. Oh, it's dangerous having. It's dangerous having the 1x1 though, because I'm risking not having the tower activate. Yeah, it takes a lot more mazeling. Not entirely sure what specifically is giving him the extra mazeling, other than just probably having some better sense of what to do in this weird maze
Not
thing.
enough minerals.
So basically I'm thinking, okay, I block off this with 2 1x1s. Where do we need to come? Yeah, 2 1x1s. And then I can block off this with 3 1x1s. Seal here, remove this, and I'll be able to open up PP too. It'll be a little bit expensive, and it's not going to be that much extra length, and it's not going to do anything for this wave. It's kind of silly actually, but anything for extra length here that's not. I think actually just spamming. That's not even the best way to do this. Just go like this. I don't know, it's actually not that much better. No, it doesn't matter where I put this one. I just want to try to get it as far right as possible.
Not enough minerals.
I think I'm gonna. Problem is we have these immune things every other wave, so it's like it's hard to get a sense of what's the good time to make it happen here. I think I should bring this supply depot up actually so that I can continue to expand down here. I think, right? Yeah.
Not enough minerals.
So I'm gonna do something there later that's not very. It doesn't look very good right now. No way to swing TP3 below. This is wacky, wild and wacky right now. I think I'm gonna max the power before I add TP2. I don't know if that's an incredibly great idea, but well, everyone else is already dead, so. Okay, with max speed, let's get some damage on this, and then
Not enough minerals.
not next wave, but on Revengelings. Yeah, actually, Revengelings is a good wave to add to. Because I'm gonna have to put up 3 supply depots so that I can get the 4 total 1x1s, and that's going to be necessary. There's probably an easier way to do that. Wait, do I actually need these 2 1x1s? Yes, yes I do. Well, no, I mean maybe I might be able to save 1 1x1, but it's not that much of a difference. This is doing work. Look at that trigger tower go! He loves it. He loves to do work. Alright. Right, not this way. Continuing to up damage on the tower this way until we're past the immune links. Then on the revenge links, I add in TP2. I'm way behind Salami. I don't know what he got. I honestly do not know what he got that is letting him deal with that damage output. But Salami probably has this. Yeah, as I said, Cake Soup is actually ahead of Salami right now, but in terms of long-term standings, Salami was at one point higher, and Cake has yet to breach that 9-4-5-2 that Salami had for a while. But Cake is at 8-2-4, so he's not his high score either. I was at 8-4-5-8 on my other account. This is on a different computer, so, you know, it's a little different. Yeah, I really wish I could. I don't know what I wish I could do there, but I wish I could do something there. Yeah, we're going into this now. As I said, I can maybe. No, actually, screw it. So you. So many Wi-Fi. Right. So that's how you have the TP2. And it doesn't seem like that much, but it does actually give me this slightly earlier activation in a weird way. I mean, it looks like you should be able to, you know, if I replaced this with a 1x1, I can probably get rid of 2 1x1s here and save a tower, but it's still a lot of 1x1s no matter what. There's no way to place this, do that, and we save a tower, we can place something with a actual tower. I'm almost caught up in damage. That's reassuring. I'm thinking about what to do here. You know, if I swing the finish into the start, I don't think I'm really losing that much distance, but I would be able to gain a ton on TP1. I'm gonna do it. If I'm still alive, which I'm hoping I will be. Okay, so it's gonna be. Actually, just move that over there. That'll work. So, yes. I've lost just a little bit of distance on 2 to finish, but I gained a lot on TP1, so that better help. Well, I probably should have gotten one of those, but...
Upgrade complete.
Here I survive today. No, well, I'm still going. So now I stopped. I mean, I should start working on another tower here, but I don't know how I'm supposed to do that. No, I'm gonna... This is not what you're supposed to do. Probably gonna lose as a result of this. I should be getting an income, should be starting a second tower. There's a lot of things I should be doing right now, not doing them because I'm at 6 lives. This is exactly what Luminous was talking about in his post on the forums. It's not the situation you want to be in. Oh, I can save a tower here. I just now saw that. Go. Oh, but I'm not gonna... my new TP board isn't gonna save me here. So it would have to be pure damage. They're going into the finish. Salami is done. I'm still alive. Okay. Okay, save a tower right there. And then, this with a tower. And so, yeah, I mean, even at this point, I don't want to die, but there's, like, really just no way that I can avoid starting a second tower at this point, or for that matter, getting it in count. I mean, I'm dead. There's just the only hope here is no. I mean, that's over. It's GG's.
Upgrade complete. Not enough minerals.
I didn't even need the range. I could have done any of the 60%. Now I actually might. Now I'm looking. If I have to go to a third tower, I'm gonna have to rearrange some things, and I hope I can sneak one in right there. But I mean, I was not thinking it was gonna go to that point of the game. Oh hey, Cake is sitting there complaining about a second tower. Meanwhile, he wins the damage for the round. This is gonna be clutch right here. I mean, every round is clutch when you're at 9 lives, but. You know, once again, I'm going to lose the vast majority of my second tower damage because I just now realized this is probably what they were doing. They probably are in a pretty similar situation where they're like, oh, TP2 is not going to go in, so they're not going to activate the second tower. At which point, you're just getting the tower from the 2 to the finish. It's garbage, I'm dead, GG's. It's not my best game. I've had better games. Still got points for third because I don't know why I don't deserve points for this game. No, I mean, not to be overly critical on myself, but something. Yeah, again, there's like no way to not have lots of 1x1s on 2v2. Salami did melee. It's not totally surprising, actually, but it is tricky to work around. Is he just pouring every 75 damage? That's why. Well, I mean, he killed me, so it worked, but it's an interesting choice. The thing is, it does get range ups, right? So even though it's a melee tower, it now has a 1.8 range. Just not that much, but it is not melee with range ups. Now this is Cake is in the exact same position I was in, where he's not getting full activations because he was counting on TP2 activating, which on every other wave is not going to be the case. But anyway, I'm out, so I'm gonna go ahead and leave this game. I hope you guys enjoyed. We'll probably still do a few more of these because I really love this map, and it's just always different. It's always fresh. It's always surprising, and it's hard to adjust. That's what